This episode is brought to you by the CNY Women's Network, a media and PR company connecting and celebrating women professionals, entrepreneurs, and leaders across Central New York. From networking experiences and wellness pop-ups to our annual CNY Women's Summit, which is the largest event for women leaders in this region, we're building a community where women feel seen, supported, and inspired to grow. We're currently partnering with sponsors for our 2026 event season, including the CNY Women's Summit, our walking club, co-working meetups, fitness pop-ups, editorial campaigns, you name it. If your brand is passionate about empowering women and making meaningful community connections, we'd love to collaborate. You can start the conversation and learn more by heading to cnywomensnetwork.com/opportunities. That's cnywomensnetwork.com/opportunities. Now let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to Cultivate CNY. I'm your host, Alex Canavan, and today we're joined by Michele Roesch. Michele is the co-founder of Emerald Cocktail Kitchen, the city's first rooftop bar located in the historic Tipperary Hill neighborhood. She and her mom, Nora, launched the Emerald in 2023 after renovating the nearly 140-year-old building that once housed her family's pub, breathing new life and energy into a storied Syracuse landmark. Before the Emerald, Michele and Nora ran the Brasserie Bar Bistro, but as of 2025, they decided to close it in order to focus fully on their vision here in Syracuse. In today's episode, we'll dig into that transition, what went into closing one business and growing another. We explore how the Emerald has evolved, their new coffee lounge, the launch of rooftop bubbles for a fun outdoor experience, as well as efforts to meet changing consumer habits. We also talk about their plans for a New Year's Eve celebration and possible experiments with events like date night mixers. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Michele Roesch, welcome to Cultivate CNY.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be back.
Happy that you're back.
I know.
It's been 2 years.
Yes, it has.
You were like, what, my fifth episode or something?
I feel like I was very early on. Yeah.
Super early. Back at the Kith studio days.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. Self-producing too.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I had my little Rodecaster set up on a little side table in front of us.
Right. Oh, that's right.
And the cameras on the tripods.
Yeah.
And the camera quality was so bad.
Oh, I didn't think it was.
It was okay. We got the job done.
Yeah. I mean, you've come so far. Congratulations. This is awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I get to talk to cool people like yourself.
Thanks.
So right before we started rolling, we were talking about how you feel like as a restaurant owner, consumers have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe what those changes look like behind the scenes as a restaurant owner?
Sure. Yeah. I think people are, first of all, heading towards more non-alcoholic options or low ABV or, people still want to socialize, but they don't want to, be really drunk. So we've seen that. We've also seen a shift in the way people are spending their money. More shared plates, shared appetizers, coming in and trying a little bit of everything on the menu versus like traditional dining, which I love because I'm a picker and snacker. So I love that. And kind of just more looking for experiences and trying new things, different types of cuisines rather than completely staying focused on what they know.
Mm-hmm.
And people are they're just spending differently. So we're really at the point where we're looking at our sales and what's selling and what's, really popular so that we can make decisions for the next year.
Yeah. I was talking to someone recently who works for Anheuser-Busch,
Okay.
and they are like having to deal with really big decisions right now, and it's because of the rise of GLP-1s and how that has impacted
Interesting.
alcohol sales significantly, because one of the side effects they say GLP-1s help with, it can help with addiction, but certainly help people reduce alcohol consumption as well.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
but it
very
might make sense
interesting.
for the sharing of the food too.
Oh yeah.
Like people are just consuming less food.
Oh yeah.
And just consuming less overall.
Mm-hmm. Like eating at home and just getting a snack when they go out.
Yeah.
I think that people seem like less hungry which is weird for me because I'm pregnant. So I'm like starving all the time. But yeah, I definitely think drinking alcoholic beverages or numerous alcoholic beverages is declining. So one of the things that we try to do is put like a really good quality cocktail in front of somebody if they're only going to have 1 to 2
Mm.
versus
Yeah.
like drinking like 16 ultras. Like we don't have that anymore, or like a ton of like um Surfsides or high noons. It's more
Mhm.
like drinking a couple quality cocktails, and that's where they're at.
Yeah.
People are just drinking less, I think.
People are looking for more quality
Mhm.
of experience too.
Yeah. Yes.
And is that kind of why you guys decided to introduce coffee to Emerald Cocktail Kitchen?
Yeah, I think we had the 3 floors. We did try full service dining on the 2nd floor for about a year, and that really didn't work. Originally, it wasn't in the way that we just designed the building. So, logistically behind the scenes, it wasn't really working, and I think that was also translating to the customer, that it was, like, not that great of a dining experience. So we had the 2nd floor. We didn't really know what to do with it, but I thought, coffee, just hanging out, relaxing on that in that space, being able to offer an option that wasn't all alcohol,
Mhm.
fit perfectly. So, yeah, I think it's been about a month since we've opened the coffee lounge on the 2nd floor
Yeah.
for just a place for people to socialize. Like people also, I think more than ever are looking for connection still, especially as we go into the winter. Like it's so important for people to get out in this weather in Syracuse and, connect with people, but people don't want to drink and drive. So come out and have a nice like latte or,
Yeah,
um,
even like late night. I mean, I'm not one of those people that has like a time limit on my caffeine. I will have a cappuccino at like 10 p.m. I don't care.
oh, me too. I mean, before, I would drink coffee all day till 10 p.m. and then just go to bed. Like
Yeah.
it was like water to me. So we are open late for that. We're open till 10 p.m. so people can come and get late night coffees and socialize or take it to go and go to the 3rd shift.
Mhm. What
So yeah,
coffee are you guys using?
recess.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which is
The
perfect. It's your neighbor.
Yeah. And we've worked with them for a long time. We get our espresso from them, for like our espresso martinis. And we have very good coffee in Syracuse, but Recess is my favorite.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
have great coffee in Syracuse. I
Mm,
will say that.
Yeah, like I feel like anywhere you go, it's just quality. Like we have quality here in Syracuse.
If there's anything we know how to do, it's eat and drink.
A
Like
thousand
we
percent.
we know
Yeah.
how to eat and drink. We're connoisseurs of
Hmm.
all kinds,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm proud to be a Syracusean.
Yeah. I know. We have so many good options. That I just feel like, and we also have so much potential. Like I think people just love Syracuse, so they want to invest in it, if that makes sense.
Especially, I mean, well, lately now that we have all these investors coming in from outside of
Mhm.
Syracuse
Mhm.
and, really seeing the value and recognizing how special it is.
Yeah.
So I feel like that has also like made Syracuse natives double down on their pride.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I know. I'm excited. There's so many things happening right
Mhm.
now in this region, but I mean like in the last year, I feel like there's so much that has happened with Emerald. I mean, the first 2, 3 years of any business, you're just kind of seeing what sticks, right? And you're just
Yeah.
constantly pivoting.
Yes.
You brought in coffee service. What else have you brought to Emerald Cocktail Kitchen?
Well, we closed our sister restaurant. I mean, we did bring some menu items down for that, from that restaurant. And then
So you closed the Brasserie. Is that the
yes.
sister restaurant? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we have some of the food items down there. And um we've really focused in on upgrading our service standards and the experience standards. So I think out of the gate, one of the things that we did wrong when we opened Emerald it was inconsistent in the way that you experienced the 3 floors. So each time, like anytime you came back, different standard of service, like our drinks were inconsistent. Like we made some mistakes really early on. So one of the things that we brought from Brasserie was that standard of service, that we are able to kind of give our full attention now
Mm-hmm.
and have the experience be similar to what we offered at the Brasserie, and something that we've really focused on, making sure that people are able to enjoy all 3 floors and it feels fluid versus more confusing
Mm-hmm.
with the 3 different floors, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I would assume that closing the Brasserie, you got to slow down so you can ramp things up. And I'm sure that that was a
Yeah.
huge reason for your decision. Why did you guys decide to close the Brasserie?
It was definitely like a million different things. My mom is ready to retire, and
And you
I
guys started that together, right?
yeah,
When
yeah,
you were
yeah.
like 21?
Yeah, 22 maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Um, and yes, she's ready to retire. Our lease was ending. We had the full service dining style was something maybe we weren't invested in anymore. Running like a full kitchen and a full floor. It was just very time consuming and mentally consuming. And we were in a really good place with the brasseries. So I know that it kind of feels backwards to choose to close, but we wanted to be in a spot where we ended on a really good note. We didn't want to feel, you know, mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, financially exhausted, and be forced to close our doors. Our lease was up. We had to sign on for more years than we were comfortable with to extend our lease. Um, and we just decided, this phase of our life, it just felt right. It was one of the hardest decisions we've ever made. Um, I miss our staff every day, and our customers. I think that's what I miss the most is the people.
You guys had a really like loyal customer base there, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had people that had been with us since, the first year, the first couple months when we were dead. They were like our first year was tough. We didn't have a lot of customers. Some days we would have like 3 or 4 tables, and those people were with us till the end. So it was really hard to say goodbye to those relationships of seeing people twice, 3 times a week for 10 years.
Mhm.
Um,
Wow, it was open for 10 years.
yeah, yeah, we were 10
That's a
years.
good run to have a
Yeah.
successful restaurant.
Yeah.
Restaurants are not easy to run for that long.
No, I was talking to somebody and they said, if you've been in business for 10 years, like the strain on your body is actually 20 or something like that. That it was like it's 20 years in the restaurant industry versus it only being 10. And I mean, I agree with that. It's a lot. So,
It's not
yeah.
for the faint of heart.
No.
You are probably one of the most hardworking people I know.
Oh,
And
thanks.
you're always just like have the most relaxed, understanding, just like go with the flow type of personality too, which is nice.
Yeah.
You kind of have to though.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to my manager down at Emerald, and this is our slow time, the winter, and she kind of just was like, "How do you like deal with this switch up from being so busy in the summer to being like complete different style of business in the winter?" And I was like, things happen the way that they happen. I don't know. It's just they work out how they're gonna. It's not really a lot that I can control or do, so I don't really flip out or get stressed or just things happen. I don't know.
Yeah. And you got to like, well, understand what you can and can't control, which is like
Yeah.
number one, but
Mhm.
also figuring out how can I make the most of this extra time, right? Which I'm
Yeah.
sure for you is like, okay, this is when we're going to plan ahead
Mhm.
and figure out where we're going next in
Yeah.
2026.
Mhm.
So you got to make the most of it. I feel that though. It's certainly like in the industry that I'm in, I just feel like um no 2 days are ever the same, and
Yeah.
everything like we are working on is very project and like deadline based.
Mhm.
So for example, our summit is our biggest initiative of the whole year, and like ramping up to that is so insane. But then when it's all over, it's
Mhm.
like what do we do now with ourselves?
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
have to like fix that real quick or you'll
Mhm.
fall into a dark hole.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's just so up and down that you, like, have to manage the business on such a larger scale than, like, you have to think project for like, project minded and timeline minded, especially with, like, a seasonal business for us, that it just makes it seem bigger, like, bigger scale. So, like, the smaller things don't bother me because I'm like, we're living in the big picture here versus the, like, day to day. Like, today our point of sale system had like a million issues. And so I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, like, let's, it sucks, but it's just, we're just going to get through it. We have to figure out what we have to do. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was like one of the biggest things you learned about yourself as a leader and as like a business owner when you had to make the hard decision to close the brasserie and have those hard conversations with your staff and your customers? Like, what did you learn about yourself through that process?
I don't know if I would say that I specifically learned this skill, but I learned how to do it and like really stand behind my decision. So I've always been really confident in my decision making. Um, but this was a huge decision that I had to back up. And, I had a lot of people that worked for me, they worked for us full time. And so this was a decision that was changing their life. So I had to be really confident in that decision. So I think I learned maybe how to do that, how to feel, how to process the magnitude of the decision, I guess, and how it affected everybody. Um, we had customers cry to us because this was a part of their routine,
Hmm.
the conversations that we had one-on-one with our staff, were awful. So but I had to learn that, being a leader doesn't always mean making easy decisions or, you know, for my mom and I, this was about balancing our personal and our business life. Um,
Which everyone deserves to do.
yeah. And I think one of the factors too was maybe putting our needs first versus the business, um, which is something that we've also translated to Emerald, to our work life at Emerald, because, I'm the type of person where the business has almost always come first. And we got to a point where I wasn't really willing to do that anymore. Like I was missing my son's games, or on Friday nights, I'm at one place, my mom's at another. We were putting out fires at two separate places. It was something that we had to really evaluate if this type of grind was making us happy. And so I think learning how to make a decision like that and articulate it to our team and our customers and backing it up was something that I really had to force myself to do.
I mean, anybody would like that. Those are not easy conversations to have, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like this year was so full of like transitions and like shedding for so many people. I feel like there's been a lot of people that have released things
Yeah.
and or decided to pivot and make a
Mhm.
huge change in their business this
Yeah.
year. But it's like it's really hard when you have a successful business
Mhm.
and you have customers that are in love with your product
Yeah.
and you know that your business is significantly improving the quality of people's lives. Like you're making a difference, but you still have to show up and make a decision for yourself. Like that's the hard thing,
Yeah. Yes, it
especially when you
is.
are like the type of person that's putting the business first, putting everybody else first, which a
Yeah.
lot of women do in general,
Mhm.
but it's not easy. So be proud of yourself for making the right
Oh,
decision.
thanks. And I think when people see a successful business, they just maybe see the success and they don't see behind the scenes how much work it takes, especially at the brasserie. Like we had an amazing staff. When we were negotiating with Bullfinch, who took over the space, I was like, there's really not one person that I would say you shouldn't bring on. Like, if we could have brought everybody down to Emerald, we would have. Um, and so people see all that and our staff knows all that, but the pressure and the stress behind the scenes for the owners, for my mom and I just don't, I think it just, people maybe don't see that labor, that
The
stress
sacrifice.
and the sacrifice. So it feels like people did question the decision.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, did
Mhm.
you get pushback? Did you have to deal with a lot of that from kind of people maybe that are in your inner circle? I don't think you should do this.
Not like that, but just more of like, can like walk me through your whole thought process. And I don't have
Mm,
a problem doing that because it was well thought out and we did spend a lot of time. So, and I do think, my staff or my customers, they did deserve those answers. So I didn't have a problem with that. That was kind of people's first reaction. And then we hit a point and then, everyone just was like, we're just gonna miss this. It was so
mhm.
good for what it was. And um it was just a lot of love. It was very nice. So
Yeah, and it was a huge stepping stone to get you guys to where you're at now, and
mhm.
I'm sure that the success of that business is what gave you the confidence to bite off,
Oh yeah.
this 3-level venue
Yeah. Yeah.
that is Emerald now, which is a
Yeah.
totally different concept, I'm sure, and undertaking than the Brasserie was.
Oh, 1,000. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Brasserie gave me specifically too much confidence to be able to handle Emerald. Um, but yeah, I think, we had hit a point in Emerald where I was wanting to do more business wise and wanting to expand. Um, and so that's why we did make the decision to open Emerald. I was ready to take on a new challenge.
Yeah. Why do you think the Brasserie was such a success? Like you guys were always busy. You had such a, you know, such a good loyal customer base. You had your regulars that would go in there every
Hmm.
day. I mean, what do you think it was?
It was my team, 1,000%. I mean,
Which is like the hardest thing to curate.
yeah, and I mean, it took us a while, but we turned into a family. We were like the Braz fam, and they just took care of everything, um, because they were invested. And that's something that's hard to do, I think, within the restaurant industry specifically, is to create, an environment where people feel heard and they care about what they're putting out and they have pride. Um, and so I think that they made it, our team did. And that's why people came back kept coming back, was to see our team. And
Yeah.
um
Which I'm sure like that part of it has a lot to do with you, the people leading them, but also with like the customers, you know?
yeah.
You have to actually want to serve and,
Hmm.
take
Yeah.
care of your customers too. So
Yes.
the
Yeah.
actual community that you guys had at the Brasserie sounds like a lovely ecosystem.
It was, I think, I mean, not to say that it wasn't hard, because it was hard, but um it just was a nice balance of people that, wanted to work together and wanted to put out good food and wanted to talk to the customers and create those relationships. I had a couple staff that I had to be like, you can't sit there, like, you can't talk to, like, we're busy. Like, I know that you love talking to the customers, but you can't talk to them forever. So, um, yeah, I definitely think it was our team and what everybody brought to the table and how we collaborated
Yeah.
was why it was so successful.
When did you guys close it?
July.
July. Okay. So the last, let's see, 5 months or so?
Mhm.
What is this season been like for you? Have you just doubled down on emeralds?
A little bit, yeah. We've gone back to the basics at Emeralds where, originally Nora is like kind of phasing out. She's retiring. So what I've been really focused on is when I first thought about like owning two places, I was thinking big picture, um, and how it all had to look. But now we've really dove down into the simple steps of service, like all of the stuff that builds a successful experience, um, is really where we're at. So it almost feels like we're back to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, for me, it's been a time for me to be able to catch my breath. And it has been really nice to, only drive to one location a day and not go back and forth between two. And I think it's been a really nice reset as, I move into the next chapter of my business career.
Your business and your life. I mean, is
Yeah.
this the first time in 10 years you've been able to catch your breath?
Yeah, I would say. Um, yeah, because Emerald is in an okay place right now. I have some growth goals and everything like that, but there's nights that and weekend nights that I get to leave earlier than I've ever left the brasserie or taking, you know, time off like that I haven't where I don't feel guilty, and I haven't been able to do that before. So now I have that luxury. So that's just been really nice for my mental health. Yeah.
Absolutely necessary, not just
Yeah.
nice.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, but the guilt is so real. Like
Yeah.
the weird constant guilt that you feel as a business owner.
Yeah.
Like you should be working on something
Mhm.
and there's just a million plates spinning at
All the
once.
time. Yeah. But I mean, I do love the chaos. I don't think I would be in the restaurant industry if I didn't enjoy chaos.
I have a hard time seeing you work a desk job.
So after we closed the brasserie, I've really had the time to think about what I want my future to look like. Because I am only 33. So I do feel like I have the potential to have another career within my lifetime. And so I'm like, maybe I want to just completely be out of the restaurant industry. And I'm like, I don't know. I think working a set routine schedule is more intimidating to me than working in chaos. Um, I mean, I would love to try it and do something like that at some point. I mean, I don't know what the future holds, but I definitely that feels very foreign to
Hmm.
me.
But you've been able to finally sit down and think, which is like such a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't think when there's no time or space in your life. So I'm sure you've been able to really make a lot of progress just with your own
Yeah.
personal goals and your vision.
Yes, yes. It's become more personal, I think, is where I've gone. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah.
But you guys I mean, I saw a beautiful photo on Instagram. You guys just brought the bubbles. Are
Yeah.
we calling them bubbles or globes?
What people call them whatever, they're
Snow
igloos or
globes,
what, yeah.
igloos. Yes, yeah.
But I call them the bubbles because we did have them at the brasserie during COVID.
Okay.
Um, and so that's where we had first launched them, I guess. And they were just called the bubbles because it was the summer of COVID. Um, but now we have them on our rooftop for outdoor winter dining. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to go. I'm definitely gonna go soon and check them out. We've been getting so much snow lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have they been really popular? Have they been getting used?
Yes, yeah. So we had this past weekend was our first weekend that we accepted reservations and did, you know, the style of service that we would want to do. And we got really, really good feedback about them. Um, it's something different. I think there's a couple places like on the outskirts of Syracuse that have some of those options, but not really in Syracuse. There's not a lot of winter outdoor dining. Um, we have 3 of them right now. They sit 2, 4, and 6 people. You can make reservations if you want to, but you don't have to. Reservations just guarantee you, obviously, a spot. But if one of them's open, you can walk into them. Um, and this is hopefully part of our long-term plan to extend the seasonal life of the roof. I think,
Is the roof your most like busy
yeah.
part of the restaurant? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, by far. Um, and I think one of the things that's interesting about people in Syracuse is that it almost feels like for the heavy snow months, even though we get it every year, people tend to like hibernate a little bit. So I would like to, come up with some options for people to experience, because our winters are beautiful, but they're a lot. So like how can we find that balance and offer an experience for
Mm-hmm.
people
You know,
on our beautiful rooftop?
I feel like you guys should collaborate with like ski resorts. So you can get in
Interesting.
front of an audience that isn't afraid to go out and party in the wintertime.
Yeah. One of my like long-term goals,
That could be cool.
I want to have like an après ski party on the
You
roof.
should.
Like a
That would be
yearly
that's a
like
great idea.
annual
An
thing.
après ski, yeah,
Yeah.
themed party.
Yeah. And just stuff like that. Like we've been doing this past weekend, we also did a rooftop holiday movie double feature.
Okay.
We have one on the 13th as well.
You guys do a lot of really great events. Like that's one thing that I feel like Emerald has gotten right is you guys have collaborated with some really awesome organizations and really come up with some creative events.
I can't just do day-to-day service. I don't know. We have to just offer. So
Yeah.
like I like to just do
It's a
different
great
things.
way to bring in a new crowd and give
Hmm.
people a reason to meet like-minded people, I
A
think.
thousand
Like
percent.
I think people are
Yeah.
looking for little pockets and niche communities around
Yeah.
Syracuse.
Hmm.
We used to host our novels at night events. We didn't host them this year, even though they were extremely successful and very
Yeah.
well loved. But you guys also host I see a lot of the Meet Cute events. Can you tell me a little bit more about
Yeah.
those?
Yeah. Yeah. So Meet Q is they just celebrated their 1 year anniversary. It has to be 1 year. Um, and so they're like a singles event for the LGBTQ plus community. And they host with us maybe quarterly, and it's just different people coming in to socialize or potentially meet a partner.
So you can go just for friends too?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
They have a cutie code, so that allows you to put, different stickers about what you're looking for. So you can put that you're just looking to socialize. You can put that you're looking for a partner, um, and different things like that. And just for people to come and socialize and get to meet new people.
Yeah.
One of the things that they do really well is reach people, and they have new turnout every event, which is
Cool.
great. Yeah.
That's a
Um,
really good thing.
yeah, we've worked with them for for their whole from concept to, execution, and it's just great. I just love working with them specifically, but with also other local organizations. We have such a large space, so being able to host events like that is great. I just love it. And I
It's
think that's part of why we opened the coffee shop too, is those people want to be in person with people.
mhm.
Um and not so much be online anymore.
Yeah. There is a family marriage therapist that I've been talking to as well about hosting a potential like dating event. And she specializes in marriage counseling and like
Mhm.
a specific type of therapy.
Okay.
So, which is very successful. She's like currently training other therapists. So there can be more providers that do what she does
That's awesome.
in the area 'cause she's one of the only ones.
Yeah.
But this is something that she's certainly considered as well. And just to like really build authentic, help people build real relationships.
I have a therapist right now. I love her. She's so great. Um, and yeah, we do talk about like personal connections and how that affects, your mental health and everything.
Yeah, which is why I'm so glad you do have more space in your life now to
Yeah.
prioritize for your family and your
Mhm.
social life because you spent
Yeah.
your entire 20s in the restaurant industry,
Yeah.
like not
Yeah.
being a kid at
Yeah.
all.
I know. Um, which I obviously don't regret
Yeah.
because now I feel like I still have so much time ahead of me, but it is nice to be able to like decorate for Christmas and have it be like a calm thing that I'm doing with my son rather than something I do after I get home from work because it feels like that I have to, like, it's an obligation.
So what about New Year's? You guys are hosting a party. Is it going to
W-
be swanky or
Yeah, so we did last year, it sold out. So we had 100 people last year and it
that's
completely
great.
sold out. So we offer something that's like a little bit alternative than um, open bar, buffet, anything like that. Um, we have you just pay a cover and you get a couple complimentary drinks. We have an app display and then you can order from the bar if you want to, more food, more drink. Um, and it's really nice because it's between the 2 floors. So we have 2 different options, in our speakeasy that's more lively bar music down there, but then also on the 2nd floor in our lounge, last year it was packed full of, groups hanging out, chatting, drinking. We had some games, people played games. And so yeah, we have our tickets on sale right now
How
that I'm
much how much are tickets?
I believe it's $40.
Oh, that's really
So,
good. And I like that
yeah.
you're not locking them into like a full dinner because
Yeah.
if they want to have another experience and do
Mhm.
a full like prefix dinner situation, they can go do that
Right.
and then hop over there before the ball drops and have some fun. I'm with you.
Yes, and we did have people that did that last year. Um, and I think, like we've been talking about a lot, that people, you know, aren't drinking as much anymore. It's a nice option to have that you're not paying $200 for an open bar that you're gonna get just a couple drinks from.
Hmm.
Our option is cheaper and you can have a couple like, we had people that don't drink, so they came.
$40 for two drinks and an app display. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and, I mean, it's just something different, that we're offering, and then also, we are announcing our New Year's Eve, bubble packages, uh,
Cool. So those
within the
will
next.
be available for reservation.
Yes, and I think we are gonna offer some dinner packages for up there, and then discounted tickets to the party, so if you wanted to do dinner upstairs on the roof and then head down to the party, you could do that.
That sounds
Um,
so romantic.
yeah, or just like something different. Like
Hmm.
even if you want to go like be in the bubble for a couple hours and then you go home or you go out to a different party. I mean, obviously I would love for people to stay with us, but yeah, I'm excited for our party to just for people to be able to enjoy themselves and be themselves as they move into the new year and kind of us celebrating all the things that we have to come for the new year. Our New Year's party last year was one of my favorite events that we did. The customers were just so great. Everybody's having a great time. Like it was, you were able to hop between party and chill
Hmm.
out for
Get
a
a different
second.
vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
And
who isn't happy on New Year's Eve? I mean, come on, it's like the best holiday ever.
Oh, it's not
Is
my
it's
favorite.
not your favorite? What
No,
is
I
your
like
favorite?
St. Patrick's
I
Day.
was gonna say, you're a
Yeah.
St. Patty's girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you grew up on Tip Hill, so
Yeah. I'm due like literally at the beginning of March also, so I'm really stressed out about like what
well, you'll be able to at least drink some green beer,
I know.
right?
I know. I know. So yeah, but I'm excited about that party. We're definitely looking forward to throwing it, having people come in,
Mhm.
um,
It's gonna
and
be a good
enjoying the
one.
night.
When
Yeah.
did you guys sell out last year? Like, how soon in advance?
Um, I think like the week before we sold out. Um, and so I would suggest that people start to get their tickets soon. I think like right during the holidays and like right after is when we got our most ticket sales because that's when people start to like
Mhm.
think. But I do know we had to turn people away with the couple days before because we were sold out.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh. I'm gonna be in Boston. Otherwise, I would be at the Emeralds in that bubble too.
yeah. Oh, Boston's fun though.
It was it was impromptu.
Mm,
Random trip to Boston for New
yeah,
Year's Eve. So we'll see how
yeah.
that goes.
I know. If I wasn't working, honestly, I would do the bubble for dinner and
Hmm.
then downstairs for the party.
Yeah,
Because it is nice that it's three different almost experiences,
I
three
know.
different floors.
And we
So,
don't have anything else like that in Syracuse. Like you see that in other big cities, like the
mhm.
multi-floor venues with like
Yeah,
different music, different
yeah,
vibes, but
yeah,
it's just the Emeralds we got. So
yeah, yeah,
enjoy it.
yeah.
I also heard that She Fancy is going to be popping up.
Oh yeah, so that's one of our things. Yes. So we'll be sharing a kitchen. So
Okay.
she'll be doing her catering out of our kitchen. And then we do have a back private room. We call it the kitchen table. It seats like up to 20 people that people can reserve.
That's right. We hosted one of our events back there. That was
Yeah, yeah,
such
yeah.
a cute space.
It is. It's the shape of the building is weird. So that space is shaped weird, but it's really nice that it has the garage door and its own patio. So during the
Hmm.
summer you can book that space. And so they will be using that space to throw some events as well.
Some
Um
supper clubs, I
yes,
think,
yeah,
right?
tastings and things like that. I think pairing dinners they're talking about as well as collaborating with some stuff at Emerald, selling some of their boards, on our menu. And then one of the things, for the coffee shop that we'll do when come the summer is the roof will be open. Um, and you can grab a coffee and just go up to the roof.
Nice. It'll be
And
nice to work up there with a coffee.
I know, yeah. I think that people are really gonna enjoy that. And then being able to grab, one of She Fancy's boards, grab
Yeah.
a cup of coffee,
Which
head
is
up there.
perfect for like a business meeting or
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
a client meeting.
Yeah.
What time does the coffee service open?
10 a.m.
Okay.
Wednesday through Saturday.
Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm definitely gonna come and have some coffee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna book a coffee meeting there.
Okay. Yeah. It's a great, I mean, it's nice. Like our second floor is very cozy and very comfortable. So we do
Hmm.
have a decent amount of people that come and work and hang out there and visit there.
I
Um,
love that.
yeah.
What else is happening in 2026, Michelle? You personally, professionally, we're about to end 2025. This is
Hmm.
going to be one of the last episodes of 2025 that we're putting out.
Woo.
So, like, what are we feeling in this new year?
I'm definitely, feeling more collaborations, some more events. I think we'll be doing those as well. And really a step up in our service and service quality and food quality. We've had about 2.5 years under our belt to really try a lot of different things to see what our customers actually want. And so we've been able to take that feedback and really re-put it back into the business. I think that it's probably going to be our busiest summer yet,
Hmm.
um, which I'm excited about. So yeah, I think that's really, really where we're going for it. Um,
Yeah.
and really, we've done lunches in the past, but it'll probably just be the coffee shop that we'll go, really hard with during the day. And like I said, being up on the roof and then drinks for happy hour on the roof and a lot more. I think we started out with a lot of collaborations and those a little bit fell off during this past year. But kind of ramping that back up and
Mm-hmm.
hosting
It's the
some other.
beauty of like having 2 years in business under your belt is
Mhm.
like now, okay, great. Now we have all this data.
Y
Let's make
Yeah.
some really informed decisions and like move forward with clarity. That's exactly where we're at right now with CNY
Yeah.
Women's Network because we started right at the same time. So we're in that era too. It's like 2026 is going to be the best year yet,
Yeah.
and
I
it's going to
feel
be
really good
full
about it.
of just intention,
Mhm.
clarity, focus,
Yeah.
direction, which will
Mhm.
feel really nice after this year that's been full of change and pivot
Yeah. Yeah.
and letting go for so many people.
Yes, for sure. And I think that that's where we're at, now I believe the information that I need about what Emerald really looks like because when we designed Emerald for me, you know, this is what I thought we wanted and this is what I thought was going to be successful and now I have actual real information to back that up about what works and what doesn't and how we
Yeah.
go from there.
And that's
So,
like business, it's like as business owners and
mhm.
just visionaries in general, we know what we want.
Yeah,
We know what we want to see out in the world,
right.
but we also need to just listen to the customer and
Yeah.
serve them first. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, doesn't always translate, but then you get feedback and you move forward. So I think
Yeah.
I think that's what we're excited about. I mean, I'm really excited about our coffee lounge.
Hmm.
I think that will be great.
Me
The
too.
the bubbles, they'll be up all winter, even into the spring. We're hoping to add more and then um yeah, just move into summer really strong, more efficient, higher quality food and drink and
Keep refining those operations.
yeah.
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 If someone wants to collaborate with you guys,
Mhm.
host an event with you guys
Mhm.
in 2026, how can they get in touch with you?
They can email us at emeraldcocktailkitchen@gmail.com. That's
Okay.
me. And we have a bunch of different options. It kind of just depends on what people are looking for.
But you guys host a lot of other private events there too and rent the spaces
Yeah,
out.
we
Yeah.
do. Which I also love. I love events. Sometimes my mom is like, you should just change it into an events center because that's what I love so much. But no, I do like the day to day as well. But yeah, we do private events, booking. We have like a bunch of holiday parties, and then collab events as well. We have.
Perfect. Yeah. So emeraldcocktailkitchen@gmail.com.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
We'll add it to the show notes too in case anyone wants to get in touch with
Yeah.
you. Other than that, Michelle,
Yeah.
this was a pleasure sitting down with you for the
I
second
know.
time on Cultivate
I
CNY.
know. I feel like I'm so different. It's so different
It's
from
so
2 years
different.
ago.
No, everything's different, Michelle.
Mhm.
No, I agree. But it's a good different. And I'm excited to see where you go. I'm wishing you the most health and abundance in 2026 with your new baby, your
Y-
second baby boy.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks. Yeah.
This is going to be a big year.
Yeah, you'll see me on the roof with him in a little pouch. That's how
Yep.
you'll know it's
We're
me.
slinging drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I was with my
Strapped.
first. So, yeah. Thanks for having me back. This was great. It was nice to catch up and talk about the future, what's to come for Emerald.
All good things.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cultivate CNY. If you enjoyed this conversation, I'd love it if you left us a quick review and made sure you're subscribed so you never miss an episode. And if something in today's discussion resonated with you, please share it, whether it's on social media or directly with a friend. You never know how hearing this conversation might be exactly what someone needs right now. And I love to hear your feedback. I love to hear your thoughts. So please be sure to tag us on social media if you do share there. This podcast is produced by Diam Media Group, a video production company based in Syracuse, New York. If you'd like to work with Diam Media for your next big campaign or maybe a podcast you'd like to get off the ground, head to diammedia.com to learn more. Until next time, I'm Alex Canavan, and I'll see you next Monday.